Hey everyone, Hassan here. We got a review of the Deluxe Robo Power Ranger from Power Rangers Megaforce. That's what this toy is called, and basically this is the Robo figure, similar to the Red Ranger one I did recently a review of, that has sounds from the show, except the Robo also has some lights. So pretty cool looking figure. First let's take a quick look at the box, and then we'll get into detail on the figure. So this is the box, similar packaging to the Red Ranger one. You have that open packaging, the Robo Knight's kind of out there, so you just kind of have to just cut off some little things holding it in place and take it out. So you do want to keep an eye on the figure itself to make sure it doesn't get damaged when you're purchasing it. The card is in the back behind this thing there, so I'll show you the card in a little bit, and it has lights and sounds. So it does come with one card, Deluxe Robo Knight Power Ranger. On the side we got an image of Robo Knight there. The bottom, you just have like the UPC and everything. Here, battle sounds and phrases. So this is the same type of figure as the Red Ranger, as you can see. I believe they have the same number of sounds. I think they both have 7 phrases that they say and 2 just other sound effects. But the Robo Knight also has lights. So if you're looking for better value, get the Robo Knight. But honestly, I would recommend both. So you can check out my Red Ranger review, and I just posted recently a review of the Battlefire Megazord as well, so check that out. Alright, on to the figure itself, and then at the end we will take a look at the card and everything. But this is the figure, and at a glance you can definitely see how shiny that chrome is there. So let's look at the weapon real quick here. So this is the weapon that it comes with, so some nice detail there. There's no paint or anything on it. It's like blinding everybody, the shine on it, sorry. Yeah, so it only comes in the sword mode. There's no blaster mode or anything that it comes with, just the plain sword. Then as far as the figure itself, let's take a up-close look here. So very nice detail on the helmet, just with that symbol and everything. It looks really cool. This is nice shiny chrome. So this part is kind of like a shiny gold sort of, but it's not like a reflective metallic-y shiny like this chrome is. So it's slightly different. Not that noticeable of a difference, except on a camera this obviously shines a lot, so that kind of picks up a bit. But yeah, still pretty neat. You have the actual lion face there, and this is the button that you push, kind of the mouth of the lion, to actually get the sounds and everything. But there's the detail there, and on the back you can see that. So really cool figure overall. In terms of articulation, the head can move around 360 degrees as well, so you can rotate that around. The arms rotate around. They do move not that much outwards because of like the shoulder pads and everything, and they don't bend at the elbow or anything. The hands do rotate around 360 degrees though. The legs move forward about that much and back about that much, and they can move apart quite a bit though. And the feet do move around 360 degrees. So there's no bending at the elbows or knees, so that's kind of, you know, limited articulation there. But overall, in terms of the look of the figure, it's a pretty solid looking figure, I would say. I think it looks really neat, just in general. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, what I also have is, as a comparison, where'd it go? Here it is. I'll take away the dragon sword here so it's just easier. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's the Red Ranger from the line as well. Whoops. So, as you can see, basically same height and everything, same proportions. So they look really cool together. It would have been sweet to have the whole team just nice and big. These are pretty big figures. Just for a comparison, I forgot to grab the Robo Knight figure, but that's alright. Just if you have the Gosei Morpher, you can kind of compare. Gosei Morpher itself is pretty large, so you can kind of see that comparison there. Here's the card, so if you have any of the cards, you can again see kind of the size there. And what else can I compare it to randomly? Here's the Snake Morphin vehicle, which I did a review of as well. And let's throw in the iPhone as well. So there's the iPhone review. So, okay. Enough comparisons. For the figure itself, obviously the main feature is the sounds. It does have lights coming from the visor there, so the sounds are all random. So there's 7 phrases that it says, and 2 sound effects. The 2 sound effects are the same ones as the Red Ranger. There's kind of a sword clashing sound, sort of, and another one that's kind of like that, but a bit different. It'll be easier once you hear it. So let's play and see. So that's kind of the sound effect one, and then there's also a sword clashing one. But so Vulcan cannon, fire, and it looks really cool with the visor, like the full thing lights up. And his phrases are actually quite longer than some of the Red Ranger's ones. The Red Ranger has some long ones too, but you've threatened the Earth. All threats must be removed. Night dynamic activates. The enemies of the Earth will all be eliminated. There's the sword clashing sound.
I am Robo, protector of the Earth, guardian of the future.
That's a pretty long one there.
You have threatened the Earth. All threats must be removed. Night dynamic activate. The enemies of the Earth will all be eliminated. Mission underway. Do not interfere. Stand down, mutants. You will only get one warning. Vulcan cannon. Fire.
So I think that's pretty much it. So he says, stand down, mutants, you'll only get one warning. Night dynamic activate. Mission underway, do not interfere. Vulcan cannon, fire. You have threatened the Earth, all threats must be removed. I am Robo Knight, protector of the Earth, guardian of the future. And the enemies of the Earth will all be eliminated. Plus there's 2 other sounds. And it looks really cool. You can cycle through. And so there's one single LED in there, as you can see. But it pretty much fills up the entire visor, so it looks pretty sweet. In terms of the speaker I believe is hidden in the, it's right there. The speaker is right there, which on the Red Ranger it was kind of up front as well, it's hidden in that there. And so the sound effects for the sword and everything you'll see are similar. Like you had that sound effect and, well, that's the sword. There you go. So, anyways, you kind of get the comparison. But yeah, he looks pretty sweet, and he can hold his weapon there as well. And, like so. So, honestly, these figures, in my opinion, are actually really cool. I wasn't really expecting that much from them. You know, I heard they were kind of being released. I found the Red Ranger randomly one day with Shugen Shinobi when we were toy hunting. And then we realized, oh yeah, these guys are going to release. And then Robo Knight showed up, and then, yeah, these are actually really cool. I think, well, kids will love them, first of all, just because they, fingerprint magnet. They look pretty sweet, just in general, as cool figures. You know, they got a little weapon and everything, and they're not too posable, but, you know, at least they have some movement. And the lights and sound effects are awesome. I like that they actually have phrases from the show, from the actual, like, voice actors, or at least it sounds just like them. Like, he sounds just like Robo Knight from the show, and the Red Ranger one sounds just like Troy, you know, Andrew Gray. So it's pretty sweet. He has a nice, like, robotic voice. It sounds really cool. So I think that's pretty sweet. I think for collectors, well, it does come with a card, so there's that. But I think he's a really nice figure to just have on display as well. And just to mess around with the sound sometimes. I think that's pretty cool. So I really like it. You know, if I had to pick between this and the Red Ranger, I would say him, just because he also has lights and he's cooler looking. But both of them are actually really cool figures, so I do recommend them both. So definitely check that out, the Deluxe Robo Knight. I can't even remember where I found this. I think it was at Walmart? It might have been at Walmart. I really can't even remember. Or no, maybe it was Toys R Us. I don't know. I'm sure it'll show up at a bunch of different stores. But it's out now, so definitely check it out. And for the card collectors, I want to show off the card that it comes with as well. So, let me move. I have my iPad propped up on a little box here. Okay, so this is the card that it comes with. And this is promo card number 60 for the Robo Knight. So let's hear the sound that it makes in the Ghost Morpher. So, Megaforce Robo Knight. Alright, now let's see what it plays in the card scanner app. So let's get that open here. It's kind of short. Robo Knight didn't really even say much, but yeah, that was a clip from the show. So it's always kind of cool to have clips from the show, I think. So pretty neat. So promo card number 60. If you want it, you got to get the Deluxe Robo Knight, and the toy's worth it in my opinion, anyways. So yeah, so that is the figure. That is the Deluxe Robo Knight. As you can see, my iPad propped down on the table only shows that much, but it's a really cool figure. And I definitely recommend it. So if you guys have any questions or anything, post them in the comments below. And thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more reviews in the future. See you guys later.